Ken Klippenstein tweets on CNN. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman says Mahmoud Khalil is paid by a terrorist organization, saying, "I have evidence." When asked by who, Blakeman replies, "Well, I didn't ask my intelligence division exactly who paid for him." So watch this guy.
I would think you'd want to know.
Yeah,
if somebody told you that.
Well, he doesn't want to know. He just wants to be able to go out and smear people, and he's used to CNN panelists backing those smears up. Of course, now that Donald Trump is president, they're pushing back a little bit on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? All right. So here's this guy. Watch him fold like a chair under pressure.
He came here on a student visa. He's paid by a terrorist organization that beheads babies.
What evidence do you have
that beheads babies.
Wait.
I have evidence.
So I'm sorry, just to be clear, you're alleging that he's paid by
He's a
who?
paid protester.
By who?
Well, I didn't ask my intelligence division exactly who paid for him.
No?
But
What's
he's
the
being
evidence?
paid by...
Seems like negligence on your part. You got a guy who you're contending is being paid by terrorists. You don't ask who? Interesting. All right. Let's back this up a few seconds.
Ask my intelligence division exactly who paid for him. But
What's
he's
the
being
evidence?
paid by...
Hang on.
He's being
That's
paid...
a pretty explosive allegation. Who is he being paid by?
Can I ask you a question?
No, you said you had evidence. Who is he being paid by?
He's being paid
I mean-
by organizations that are anti-American, that are engaged in nefarious activities. I don't ask my intelligence division to
Well,
give
then
me...
don't come on national TV and say on things. Don't come on national
Do you
TV
know who
and
he's
say.
being paid by?
I don't, and I'm not
Are you
alleging
okay?
that he's
Are
being
you
paid.
okay with what he's doing?
I'm not alleging.
Oh, look
that
at-
he's
look
being
at
paid,
that.
but I don't know.
Are you
if he's
okay
being
with
paid.
that?
Look at how pathetic that is. He comes here, he makes an insane and extremely serious, if true, allegation, which is that the guy's being paid by terrorists. And then when asked, he has absolutely nothing and deflects to being a little bitch and say, "Well, are you okay with what he's doing? Are you okay?" He has absolutely nothing. Just watch this once more.
On a student visa. He's paid by a terrorist organization that beheads
evidence?
babies.
What evidence do you have
that
of any of
beheads
that?
babies.
Wait.
I have evidence.
So I'm sorry, just to be clear, you're alleging that he's paid by
He's a
who?
paid protester.
By who?
Well, I didn't ask my intelligence division exactly who paid for him, but
What's the
he's being
evidence?
paid by...
Hang on.
He's being
That's
paid...
a pretty explosive allegation. Who is he being paid by?
Can I ask you a question?
No, you said you had evidence. Who is he being paid by?
He's being paid
mean-
by organizations that are anti-American, that are engaged in nefarious
Name them.
activities. I don't ask my intelligence division to
Well,
give
then don't
me...
come on national TV and
keep it
say
on the
on
playground
things.
there.
But don't come on national TV
Do you know who
and
he's
say.
being paid by?
I don't, and I'm not
Are you
alleging
okay?
that he's
Are
being
you okay
paid.
with what he's doing?
I'm not alleging he's
Are you
being
okay
paid by
with
because
that?
I don't know.
That
if
is
he's being
pathetic.
paid. You are coming.
That is
Yeah,
pathetic. Yo, you have to
look
have
how
sunk
he
in.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how he goes to changing
Yeah.
the subject right away. He looked like he was slapped when she asked, "Well, what organization?"
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? No, you were just asked a question. And what intelligence people do you have?
Yeah. What is he?
What is he?
Who is this guy? Hold on.
He's
Yeah,
some
that's a
kind
good
of functionary in
Nassau County executive. What? Yeah.
You
they're
have,
the real
you have
deep
an
state there.
intelligence division?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What does the Nassau County executive do? Keep track of how many pizzerias there are on every square block in Great Neck? Is that your jurisdiction? Is that what you're in charge of? You have contacts with the intelligence community? Hey, sorry, Sal, you're gonna have to open a few blocks down the road. We already have, Tony's and Ruggerios on this block.
Now I have a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Would you consider gelato?
Yeah. What you consider, the ice cream business is pretty good. The pizza business is very competitive. You might want to consider ice cream. People like
Still
ice cream.
dairy.
Yeah, it's still dairy. Still dairy. Yeah, it's still dairy. Exactly. I have intelligence people, but wow, man. I mean, that is so pathetic.
My
The fact that-
intelligence division.
Yeah. The fact that you got checked by Anna Navarro. I mean, I'm sure he was
That's
stunned.
that's another thing. That's
Yeah.
another thing. The entire panel on The View doesn't have half a brain between them.
Right.
And you got checked by her.
Yeah.
That's how weak your argument is.
Anna Navarro.
And you're right. Under Biden, they probably would not have interrogated that way.
Right.
He didn't expect it. He thought he could just say that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he could
being
just
paid-
say that.
And this, as we'll see in later segments, this is part of what's so dangerous about it. It is the classic example of, first they came for the communists, And I said nothing because I was not a communist, because this is what they're trying to do across the board. They are trying to conflate all dissent and all protest with terrorism and illegal activity. Whether you're protesting Tesla or you're protesting Israel, they're trying to make you a terrorist.
Mm-hmm. And the easiest way to do that is to nail a foreigner first.
Yep.
Right. Because you could say, well, they're here at our pleasure, even though, as Glenn Greenwald stated and made perfectly clear in one of the great videos that he's done about this, if you're here on a student visa, you have protection under the First Amendment. It's not anybody who comes in here on a student visa has to what? Kiss the American flag 3 times a day or we could deport them. No, if you're here legally as a resident, especially in this guy's case, he married an American citizen. He is a permanent legal resident. Obviously, you have First Amendment protections. Obviously, it's not even a question. It's not even a question. Just pathetic.
Please clap.